interrupt you really quickly.
Yes.
Light of Chris had DM'd Ashley and the situation in which Chris made me feel completely uncomfortable.
Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Sammy Sam P. Today we're going to talk about episode 2 of the latest season of Real Housewives of Potomac. Let's get right into it. The Green Eye Bandit done started again, y'all. Episode 1, they already was at it, but episode 2, they're doubling back. The ladies are still at Karen's spring party, and Mia is telling Giselle, girl, F you. Like, why you think that I'm lying and stuff? And then, I don't know who called Robyn in there, but Robyn decided to interject and talking about, well, you know, the way you announced it on social media, we weren't sure if you were telling the truth, and we're not the only one that thought that way. Karen felt that way. X and YZ felt that way. And I'm like, girl, why are you putting Karen under the spot when Karen actually has not been feeling that way? All Karen said was like, hey, everybody act differently, and maybe Maya had a reasoning for posting it the way she posted it. But they threw Karen under the bus, and I didn't like that. So they're going back and forth and everything. And Maya's friend, I think her name is Jacqueline, she came and was being a good friend, defending her friend. And then you have Wendy talking about, sorry, I'm not trying to be rude, but I need to know who is talking. Why do you need to know who is talking? Wendy really has that mean girl behavior sometimes, like because she is in the group and that lady is not in the housewife group, you need to know who is talking. Wendy, you do not need to know who is talking. Don't interject people because you need to know who is talking and you really believe you're not trying to be rude. You're being rude, girl. I love you, Wendy, but that was unnecessary. Back and forth and everything. Charisse comes in and I was like, who invited Charisse? I'm pretty sure that the Grand Dame didn't invite her. We learned that the Green Eye Bandit were at it again, more specifically Giselle, talking about she doesn't know if they get along or not, but because she doesn't know, she just invited her. So what? I'm like, Giselle, this is not your party. Why didn't you wait to have your own party? But La Grande Dame, being gracious about it, Charisse says hi to her. She says hi to her too. Charisse said to her that she misses her. She wants to talk to her. And she's like, right. Yeah, we can meet. I'm gonna lie. I love La Grande Dame. The level of class and hypocrisy, you cannot beat this. This is true Southern charm right there. Charisse is like, you know, I want us to meet up and everything. Charisse just want to be back in the group and make sure that she's gonna get a pitch or whatever they give the Potomac housewife next season because she wants to make those millions too, I guess. They continue and then we see Katie. And we haven't seen Katie since years and years ago. Let me tell you, I love Katie in that show. That lady was a hot mess, but like in a good way. She was very funny, very amusing, but don't play with her. Because if you play with her, she's gonna show you. I missed her. I do think that she may be struggling a little bit with some mental illness. So if it's not healthy for her to be on the show, I would be understanding of her because I would not want her to be unhealthy in the show and people to make fun of her and stuff like that. That wouldn't be good for her and her legacy. I also think she does have children. So yeah. But yeah, it was nice seeing her. She shaved all her hair. She still looks beautiful. She's also seemed very happy to see the ladies. And they say hi and everything. And then Giselle is like, oh, she knows that like Grand Dame husband really like Katie. He said he has a crush on her. So let me go ahead and tell him and everything. So Giselle goes and tell Katie. And then Katie sees like Grand Dame husband. And then she proceeds to grab his hand. And I'm like, this girl is moo y'all. She's crazy. But like in a good way and everything. And then like Grand Dame sees her. And she's like, girl, move out my husband. My husband was so excited about I'm not gonna lie, his laugh was hilarious, yo. Next, we see different clips. We see Robyn with her sons. One of her sons talking about he got 3 B's and all A's. And they're like, how can you have 3 B's and all A's? That was a funny thing. I think he was just trying to say that he had all A's for the except of maybe 3 classes where he had B's, where you got the gist, right? But those are good grades, so, you know. And then we see Wendy talking to their son and telling them, listen, I want y'all to be independent and not to rely on a woman, so I want y'all to learn how to cook. And I was like, good for you, Wendy. You better do that. You better do that, because I remember the amount of guy in the dorm that was just like hungry as hell. I remember the amount of guys that would be in relationship just because they wanted the girls to cook. And I also do know the power that I have in my marriage when it comes to cooking. So yeah, you definitely want to make sure that your sons are not at the mercy of some little effer that are going to refuse to cook for them whenever they don't act right. That we see Candiace and her sister. I love the relationship that they have together. Candiace is telling her sister that she's planning on doing IVF, and her sister is like, really? Did you peep how she was saying that her sister's house is being built by her family? So basically, probably her mom is building her sister a house. So in the meantime, her sister is living with them. I love to see. I love to see it, okay? That's what you call generational wealth. They're talking and she's giving her a plan and just having nice sisterly relationship. It was cute to see. Next, you have Ashley and her friend, and I'm like, oh, Ashley made another mixed girlfriend with a new baby. So, you know, they're bonding because they have things in common, you know? And we can see that the friend has been watching the show. She's asking questions about her marriage. She's asking actually good questions that we're also asking Ashley, and Ashley is responding. She has been pretty open about the situation with her husband. Basically, Ashley just trying to get a house, y'all. She does want to get a divorce, but she wants to get a house. Ashley don't want to get rid of the money. Even though she's going to get a lot of money in the settlement, she don't want to get rich. She likes the lifestyle. I do not blame her. He's telling us that, you know, whenever she's been going through some hard time, she's been on TikTok learning a lot of new dances, and it's true. I've passed through Ashley's TikTok. She's very involved in that thing. She said that she wants to throw like a dance class with high heels where all the girls are going to be sexy and everything. So yeah, that's good. Ashley also said that her and Michael still living together even though they're divorcing. And I'm like, at this point, Ashley is just trying to do whatever she's trying to do. Maybe they're not sure. They have their routine. Listen, divorce is not easy, okay? Maybe they want to get a divorce, but at the same time, they're so used to each other and they have the kids and it's just easier on them. I don't even want to blame them, y'all. I don't want to blame them because I know how hard marriage and divorcing could be. Next, we have Giselle and Robyn. They're meeting and Robyn is telling Giselle that she's not happy with her because Giselle has been telling her business with Juan. Why did Giselle don't tell Ashley that the house that she has with Juan was under her name and not under both their names? So Robyn is not happy with Giselle, but the way they talk about it, you can see that they probably already had a discussion. So by the time it came in front of the camera, it was like they're being friends and they move on quickly from it. Giselle apologized. Then Robyn explained to us that by the time that they wanted to buy a house together, Juan's financial were not really good. That's why they use her credit. And I'm like, okay, whatever. We all know that what they're doing is already weird, so there's no point of us adding to it at this point. And I also want to say that at the end of the day, I don't care how much we dislike them, they really like each other because they really acted like true friends. They probably had a discussion before they came and tried to reenact it in front of the camera. And that is the reason why they don't look that mad at each other, because even if they were that mad, they didn't show it to us. And they love each other like that. And that is an example of real friendship. Please, Dr. Evenly, take notes. And after that, they talk about the situation with Ashley and everything. You know, just doing what they do best, talking shit about people and everything. And Bean is telling Giselle that she was with Ashley the other day, and Ashley said that she received a DM by Chris with Candiace's husband. He sent her a DM after seeing a picture of her with friends, telling her you should have come to the W. Then it's like, really? Oh, really? And like, yeah, Robyn says that she doesn't see anything wrong with it because he works at the W, so maybe he just wanted people there. But Ashley feels otherwise. She feels that it's kind of weird for Chris to come into a DM. Part of me was like, I don't know, y'all. Only Chris knows what was inside his head. But if he does work at the W and Ashley was outside with her friend and Ashley is pretty well known, and she's also a pretty girl, why not have her there at the W? I mean, it wouldn't be far-fetched, right? Let me know what you think in the comment. But Giselle's eyes just shines. You know, it shines because Giselle saw an opportunity. She saw an opportunity to create drama. Giselle was already willing to take the torch from Ashley and just carry on through the sprints because she saw an opportunity. Say it was refreshing to see Robyn thinking for herself. and saying, listen, I don't think there's anything to it. I think that Chris has been really friendly. He's always been nice to her, so I don't think anything about it. And Giselle is like, really, really? And she's like, yeah, I don't see anything about it. I think he's being friendly. We love to see it. Robyn, please continue like this. Next, we see like Grandam. She's at the doctor. I don't know if like Granddad already had a book job or is planning on getting them done, but she's talking to the doctor and everything. And I'm happy for like Grandam. I think she's what, late 50s, early 60s, something like that. She looks great. If she wants to do some enhancement, why not? She's done having her children. She's a lady of a certain age. If it's safe for her to do it, if she's in good health, why not? She looks great. We see her having a discussion after that with her husband, Ray, and he's like, I don't want you to do it and everything. And I love the way like Grandam was like, mind your business, I do the fuck I want. And I was like, here you go, girl. Do your thing. Like, what is he talking about? He's like, if it's your daughter, what would you advise her to do? Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, girl, we're in 2022. If you want to change something about yourself, go change something about yourself. Personally, the only plastic surgery thing I would like to do is like a full fat removal, 360, mommy tummy tuck after I'm done having my kids. Just cut off everything. Just cut off everything. Just leave my ass. Cut off everything. You know, let me be looking like those ants those girls like to look like. No, I'm playing, y'all. I naturally have an hourglass figure. But yeah, you know, I'm on the thick side. I'm always a burger away from being fat. It's a very difficult place to be. And if I can get a little bit of surgery to get my body, you know, tight and right, why not? Like, I'm not against it, right? I just want to remove the fat. Let me all know what type of plastic surgery you would like to do if you had the opportunity. I am interested to hear what you have to say. Next, we have Maya and her husband. They're talking about everything she's been going through, from the cancer scare, from her opening a new joint business. And then we have her friend Jacqueline coming, and Mia said, no, nothing ever happened between Jacqueline and her husband. You know, she's his second wife, but nothing ever happened. I'm letting you know. I do think that she said before that they were open to threesome. Is that true? I'm not really sure, but I think I did remember something like that. I don't know. Let me all know in the comment. Her friend Jacqueline is telling her that she thinks that the Grand Dame may have felt bad and maybe has been talking behind Maya and everything, that she thinks that because the Grand Dame has been friends with Giselle longer than with Maya, it's possible that she's been talking about her. And I'm like, girl, you need to go back and watch the show. Go back to season 1 and watch the show. La Grand Dame does not have any loyalty to Giselle, like, at all. Like, she's just playing the game that Giselle plays. She don't like her like that. Giselle has been very low with her. Their friendship is not solid at all. So I'm not really sure where she took that from. And also, I feel like La Grande Dame has always been very nice. Like, she has qualities, and one of them is that she's a nice lady, and if she really likes you, she's gonna like be fair with you. So I'm very surprised that they think that of her. The thing with La Grande Dame, she's sneaky. She won't tell her business. She's gonna do some weird stuff, but I don't see her to be the type to throw people under the bus. Let me all know what you think. I really felt like Jacqueline was totally left when it comes to understanding what's going on in the group. So Maya said that Giselle did call her, but she was busy. She didn't call her back, and she did text her, but she didn't text back. And I'm like, ciao. Maya is a difficult one, but listen, I'm not mad at her when it comes to Giselle. Do your thing, girl. Next, we have Ashley and Candiace. Ashley wants to let Candiace know that Chris has been in a DM, and I'm like, those girls, the small little thing, the smallest little thing they can take to make a storyline and make it a big thing, they will take. She explained to her what happened, and Candiace is like, well, you know, my husband, he works at the W, and he's been wanting y'all to go and visit there, so I'm not really surprised if he told you that. Did he say anything? No. And then Candiace is like, okay, I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt. And I'm like, you go, Candiace. You go, being mature, being thoughtful about it, not showing your emotion like that. I'm proud of you. Next, all the ladies are at Ashley's party, the ears party and everything. And la grande dame said that she's not going to be able to do it because she is sick. But Giselle doesn't believe her. She thinks that it's because she knows that Charisse is going to be there. She don't really want to fuck with Charisse like that. Apparently, Charisse been trying to reach out to her, but she's made herself very unavailable. And I'm like, girl, well, it's glad you know. Can Charisse stop calling her then? She don't want to talk to Charisse. She don't want to talk to Charisse. Leave her alone. And Giselle, mind your business. At some point, Giselle is telling Ashley that she doesn't understand what Ashley is doing, that divorce is something that's very painful, and she doesn't understand what Ashley is doing with her husband. And I'm like, who is it painful to? Is it painful to you? It's only painful to Ashley. You already gone through your own divorce, Giselle, so I don't know why it's so important to you, because you know how painful divorce is. And Ashley, she knows how to defend herself, and she was like, when you were having your thing with your husband, I didn't say nothing to you, so why are you telling me something? The character, y'all. And then she's being real, and she said, listen, I want a house, and I want him to pay for it. And Charisse is like, I don't see nothing wrong with that. And Giselle is like, oh yeah, you Charisse, do you see something wrong with that, Giselle? Like, Giselle, don't give me the whole vibe of, I wouldn't take the money of a man who is handing it to me. Like, I am with Charisse. I don't see nothing wrong with it. I'm just playing. Well, I don't, but the lady, they're starting dancing and everything. And I mean, they're looking good. Robyn is having some difficulties, but hey, I'm sure would look that bad too if I went and done that type of dancing over there. I'm not gracious at all, y'all. Miss Giselle taking Candiace aside to let her know that made her feel uncomfortable. Giselle, you're such an effer. Like, girl, you don't gotta do all that. So she's basically telling Candiace that, at the reunion, her husband wanted to talk to her, and basically they went into a room, and she thought that a makeup artist was there, but he wasn't there, so she didn't feel comfortable about it. They showed the footage of it.
Exactly.
The line of questioning and the way it was going, I didn't like it. I didn't appreciate it.
You're mad?
We'll talk about it later.
The moment when Candiace's husband told Giselle that he was going to tell her what's going on, Candiace was there. So it's not like Candiace didn't know that her husband wanted to talk to her. So what is the problem? Oh yeah, the problem is because she felt uncomfortable because it was just the two of them. Many married men have tried it with her before. And I'm like, girl, you're pretty, but obviously it hasn't been enough, because it's not like you're married right now. You know what I mean? Like being beautiful is not everything. It's not just a physical thing. She's acting like she's all that, and yes, you're very good looking, Giselle, but your behavior is not, and sometimes I even forget that Giselle is beautiful because she's so nasty. She's talking about, it's not like he did anything, but I wasn't feeling comfortable. So if he didn't do anything, but you didn't feel comfortable, why are you talking? Because you want a storyline. Candiace picked her game, and she was like, cha. So are you saying that my husband that take you as a sister, that has cooked for you and Robyn, and has done all of that, was basically trying to get with you? Oh no, that's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying I felt uncomfortable. Candiace is like, I'm peeping your game, girl. She stopped talking, took her stuff, and said, I want to talk to the producer.
To talk to Eric. Be about maligning my husband? You don't want me here. Michael Darby is available for that. The ass-grabbing motherfucker that likes to actually make people feel uncomfortable. He's available for that, not my husband.
The end, and I was like, woo! This season of Potomac, y'all, and no game is played. They're not even waiting. Episode 1, boom. Episode 2, boom, boom, boom. Episode 3, what is it gonna be? I'm excited, y'all. I mean, all I can say is that, Giselle, you're effer. But I'm starting to be a little bit tired, because it's like, it's not genuine. We can see that you're holding on the smallest thing to try to make it a big thing, and it doesn't seem genuine anymore. We don't believe it anymore. You know what I mean? I don't really believe that Candiace's husband tried to do anything with you. I don't. And I don't even know if you do believe it. This is only going to take them so far. They're going to have to find something else to do. They're going to have to find genuine storyline, especially when it comes to Giselle. This is not going to work for me. What do y'all think? Well, that was it for today. This episode was great. For those of you that are new, hey, and I invite you to, and for those of you that have been here with me, for all my new subscribers, thank you all so much for your support, and I will see y'all next week. Bye.